so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, everybody. Oh, not there. The lights, like making this crazy reflection in the glass. Okay, so welcome to our Healthy Living Workshop. I wanted to start out, of course, by thanking everybody for being there, for tuning in remotely, and just share a little bit about myself and a little bit about our bond before we actually get into the Healthy Living program. We are really fortunate because we have Leonard, who's a district manager on our team, who is an owner of PushPointe, and also, of course, has an extensive background in nutrition and fitness and healthy living. So this is just the perfect fit, you know, for him. So he's going to share his nuggets of wisdom as well as a little bit about the Arbonne products themselves. So a little bit about me. You know, I am Michele Newman. I am a regional vice president at Arbonne. Most importantly, I'm an independent consultant. We all started at the same place in this company. And for me, if you would have told me I would be here, not here at PushPointe, because I knew it'd be working out, but if you would have told me I would be an Arbonne regional vice president, I probably would have laughed in your face. I was actually one of those people who thought, well, isn't that nice, your little lipstick business? And not that I honestly ever thought down of it, I just didn't see it for myself. You know, I was very career-oriented. As a speech pathologist, I went back to school, became a behavior analyst. I have my master's plus 30. I taught at graduate courses at LaSalle University in Philadelphia. I supervised the speech department at Rutgers University. I loved my career and still do. You know, my specialty is non-vocal children with autism. I find it very rewarding. However, I also, as some of you know, I also have my two kids who are probably going crazy in childcare right now. And so I have my 5-year-old daughter, Olivia, and then I have my 2.5-year-old son, Carson. And so for me, when I first heard the Arbonne opportunity, I went to something kicking and screaming. I was one of those people that you wouldn't catch at a home party if it was pampered chef or it didn't matter. Like whatever excuse I could get out of, I was not going to be there. And the only reason I went is because when we lived in New Jersey before we relocated, I was bribed by my mother-in-law. She told me she'd buy me something if I went with her. And also, she was watching my daughter Olivia while I was working full-time in the schools. So I owed her greatly. So I went with her to this event, and I was asked 2 questions that I ask of everybody. Where will you be in 5 years if you continue to do exactly what you're doing today? And financially, but also time freedom-wise. Like, what's your day look like? And are you happy with that same rat race in 5 years? And when I was asked that question, it hit me hard because, you know, I wanted to be the one to watch my daughter's first steps. I wasn't, you know. But my mother-in-law was great and she got it on video. But, you know, for me, you know, I really wanted to have more time, freedom, and flexibility. And so I listened with an open mind, and I decided that I was going to do it. So I called my husband, Justin, which my goodness, on the way home. And I'm like, hey, babe, I'm going to do this thing called Arbonne, and it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to make all this money, and I'm going to get a free Mercedes. And my husband's like, Michele, are you out of your mind? Like, number 1, nobody gets the free bags, which, by the way, is in the parking lot. Number 2, he's like, it's a pyramid scheme. And number 3, honestly, babe, like, where do you ever see yourself fitting this in our crazy life? You're already working full-time, teaching fitness classes. You know, we have a 1-year-old daughter, we're relocating to the Carolinas. How would this work, even if it was legit? And so he talked me out of it. He fed my fear, so I didn't do it. Well, fast forward about 1.5 years, almost 2 years, we're relocated to the Carolinas. We moved here, we were here for 2 weeks when I found out I was pregnant with my son. All our family's up north, and we were house hunting. And so my friend didn't know this, but on my maternity leave, after I had my son Carson, I was actually searching for more hours at work. So I was working part-time in the schools, and I was going to do supervisory work and go in people's homes to help behavior-wise and do behavior training for parents. And I was offered that position, accepted that position when my friend called me. And at the end of the conversation, she says, so how's your Arbonne business going? She's like, well, I'm earning my free Mercedes. I'm making enough to retire and walk away from my career in education because I'm more than matching that income. And it's amazing. I have more friendships than I've ever had. I'm going to Puerto Rico for free. And I was like, like that could have been me. So as you can imagine, my first reaction was to kill my husband. And my second one was to say, you know what, I don't care what he says. I don't care what anybody says. I'm jumping in, and I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing this for my family. So I reached our first level promotion in a few weeks, reached our second level promotion. which to me that was a really awesome jump because that's where you have a willable business. So my business is willable for up to 3 generations. So if God forbid something ever happened to me, my children can pick up my business and run with it because it's going to continue. It's residual. It's going to continue to generate income, or they can just collect, you know, the profits from it. So, and you're making about $1,000 to about $4,000 a month. So, you know, that's a pretty decent income. And then this past year, I had a really big shift. My husband, I don't know if you know this, Rebecca, but my husband lost his job September 30th of last year. Completely unexpected. His whole team was let go. That was like 3/4 right. Didn't matter I had my master's plus 30, he had his bachelor's. He was always earning way more than me. And that hit us really hard. So September 30th of this year marks a year that he had been unemployed. 50 applications, 8 interviews, 2 second interviews later, he's still searching for work. He started his own life insurance business, which has been able to help him, you know, supplement some income, but we're living on our own, like paying our mortgage. It's how my daughter does gymnastics, how she did soccer. This business will change your life, and that's why I'm here now. I had a big shift in my mindset as I grew my team and saw the lives I was changing. So it's not about me today. It's really about the opportunity and giving this gift to other people. We promoted to region May 31st of 2016. My daughter was so excited because she had pictures of Ben, like she would work on visions and things like that. And so she's very excited about that. But and Justin actually wore a clown suit, which I can show you pictures of. I showed you this, at my car presentation because he was a skeptic. And, you know, and he said in front of my mother-in-law, who was my witness, he said, if you get a free Mercedes with Arbonne, I will wear a clown suit when I give my speech. And he did, he rocked the clown suit. So, so I'm excited to share this, but know that, you know, yes, these products are amazing, for sure. You know, my mom lost 30 pounds on her nutrition line. I lost the 45 pounds I gained with my son. It's taking my fitness to a whole other level. And obviously, you have an expert, which is your Leonard story, who supports this. I mean, you know, Olympic athletes are using our sports nutrition line. So these products are amazing. Everything is pure and safe. So no toxins, no parabens, no sulfates, no mineral oil, which is a derivative of gasoline. That's apparently in 95 to 98% of bath and beauty products. But we are held to European Union standards, and over there's over 1,400 toxins and chemicals banned. Anybody want to take a guess at how many are banned here in the US? Less than a dozen. She's like, it's probably the most. Yeah, less than a dozen. So, oh, Cynthia's on her way. So for me, you know, I have to say that the fact that these are pure and safe products partnered with the opportunity really is what did it for me. I was using Arbonne's protein because when I was pregnant with my daughter, I had been using a whey-based protein. And I brought in the protein I was using as I was training while I was pregnant. And my doctor was like, you shouldn't be using whey protein pregnant or not. Like, it can cause problems with your kidney, your liver, long-term use. It can cause autoimmune flare-ups if you have a predisposition. So, so she told me to find a vegan protein. Well, have you ever tried a vegan protein? Yeah, so a lot of them do taste like garbage. Yeah. And you have to add stuff to them just to make them taste half decent. So once I tried our protein, you know, I was really hooked. And an opportunity was kind of just an added bonus. So how are we doing? Oh, look at that, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Leonard, and he's going to share a little bit about his story and, of course, you know, the products. And we will let you try out some products and give samples. For anyone who is watching, whoever the consultant is that invited you to this call, know that there are products available for you to try that we can definitely hook you up with.
So, oh, that's not going to get used.
Not over there. I can move it.
No.
Or we can move want me to move the computer over here? So, and just so that you guys know, actually, before we even get started, this set is 40% off for preferred clients. So it includes 2 bags of protein. You can choose if you just want chocolate or you just want vanilla, if you have a preference. It comes with a bag of fiber. It comes with Digestion Plus, which I'm going to talk about. It also comes with 2 boxes of detox tea, 2 boxes of our energy fit sticks, and then our 7-day body cleanse. So this is a special that's 40% off. Also the anti-aging skincare set, which is phenomenal. It has changed my skin with my daughters, Olivia. I had terrible skin after I had her. With my son Carson, I was using this because I signed up, like I said, to become a consultant, and my skin was completely different. I had tried everything. So, so these products are definitely amazing as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you get started. See, I told you I had to talk. I'm gonna adjust that.
Has not been done anything. So, this is home studio, and so been in health and fitness for a long time now, and been around a lot of products and used a lot of different supplements for everything from protein, energy supplements, and the supplement market has really exploded in the last 10, 15 years, to the point where if you walk into a GNC or other place, it's almost impossible to tell what's good and what's not good. From a manufacturing standpoint, from an ingredient standpoint, products get banned regularly that they're selling in GNC or Walmart or whatever the case is. They don't tell anybody about it. They just kind of sell out of their stock and get banned for various reasons by the FDA. So when I opened up the studio, one of the things I was really keen on was making sure that whatever products we had in here, I could recommend to people with confidence. And so there've been a couple other product lines that we brought in, and a while ago, Michele introduced me to, she gave me a sample of the products that try it, and I was like, I get this kind of stuff all the time, so I was like, here, try it. And hey, Rebecca.
Hey, how are you? It's all good.
So try. So let it sit. So put it down for probably 6 months or so.
Right.
And we were just getting the studio open, and just like didn't have time to bring in something else. And get to it. So one day I was out of protein supplement, so I gave it a try. First, and part of the reason why it took so long is because it was vegan, and I tried other vegan supplements, and they tasted horrible. It tastes like. It just kind of run the gamut, and they smell weird and not whole nine. So I went in and tried the product and loved it. So that kind of started this whole thing with looking more into our body. And at the same time, because I still work full time for the division of Coca-Cola. So my day started about 4 o'clock, and so I come in here, I open up here, and stay here for a couple of hours. And then drive up to South Park and work for a division called Coca-Cola Adventures up until 5, and I come back here. And then I'm here till 7:30, 8 o'clock. And I have a son that lives with me at home, and he's a senior at Fort Mill. And so it's just me and him. And so the days are long, and so I'm running 100 miles an hour. So, my initial thought with the opportunity was really focused on the studio and bringing good products in that could that confidently provide for our clients. But then the other piece of it came up where I want to leave. I want to be able to leave Coca-Cola. I want to be able to leave there so I can focus and do what I love full time. And so that's really what's kind of prompted me to take that next step and really look at the business opportunity. But I see it as a real opportunity. I've been involved in various companies that are similar like this and started businesses and that type of thing. So I see this as a very, very legitimate opportunity, and that's what I jumped into with that intention. So so we'll go through. So I'm going to give you some real practical information. So hopefully some information that helps tonight. I didn't know anything about the makeup line and all that other stuff. Like to me, our line's brand new. I didn't know it had been around for 30 years, and I thought I heard about every company that was out there, and I hadn't, but I thought I had. And so I came into the company thinking, like, knowing it as a nutrition supplement company, and so all of the other pieces of it were that was a surprise to me to find out that this piece of it, this side of the business is fairly new. So one of the things that we face on a daily basis with our eating, if you have any been towards healthy products or towards your health and just trying to be healthy, making sure that you have good quality product, make sure you get good whole food meals and supplements, because one of the things that's happened over the last couple of years with our food supply is, in particular with any vegetables or anything like that, they come from the soil. And so if the soil isn't rich and full of all these minerals and vitamins and that type of thing, if it's been overproduced, that type of thing, it's not going to get to the plant. And so that's where supplements really come into play, is to make up for what you're lacking in your normal nutrition. So the broccoli that we eat now, it's not the broccoli that we had 50 years ago, because it's just produced differently. And so that's where supplements, and that's why with any, personally, I believe with any good nutrition plan, it starts with whole foods. And it starts with making some good quality choices, but it has to include some sort of supplementation to help complete the picture. So with our box, been around 35 years, manufactured in the United States, but they're based on European standards, which Michele touched on a minute ago. The U.S. lets everything and anything in, for the most part. If they can make money off of it, we use it. That's what we do, and it's okay. But there's a lot of things that are in our foods that are completely banned over in Europe, so it's the European standard. Vegan certified, which is for a long time, vegan was a 5-letter dirty word to me, and so, but come to appreciate it. No animal byproducts, preservatives, and no hormone altering ingredients, which is really important because there's a lot of things that we use now that do alter our hormones and alter our hormones in kids, especially breastfeeding and that type of thing. They pass on to our kids. It's one of the reasons why kids now, they're, don't tell I told you, but no, I'm not going to say that. I want to say it. But somebody very close to me started a cycle before their teens, 10, 11 years old. And it's not unusual now, and we see boys that are 16 years old and they have facial hair and look like grown men. And it's not, there used to be like one guy like that, one kid like walking around like that. Now it's not unusual and you can't really tell. So, and it's just because of all these things that are included in our products. We know from, the fertility stats when was going on with your diet, that with the obesity problem, one of the biggest issues is with autoimmune diseases and autoimmune responses to our products. Even if you can't be characterized as having an autoimmune disease, we do have autoimmune responses, and that's the type of thing where inflammation will come into to play. Bloating, where your body is trying to deal with whatever it is that you're putting into it. Constipation, any of those types of things are. If you talk to anybody that has autoimmune disease, and you talk to somebody that doesn't, a lot of times you can't tell the difference because a lot of the way our body responds to things are the same way. Because of high blood pressure, cholesterol, issues, cancer. Cancer is insane now. How many people are getting cancer? I never thought it would touch. Touch my wife personally, but my little son had non-Hodgkin lymphoma. So the cancers, and a lot of the cancers now they haven't cleaned it, but there has to be some correlation between our food supply and all those chemicals that are out in the world that we use on a regular basis that are affecting us that we just aren't aware of. So taking time out to be as clean as you possibly can be is well worth it because you're saving yourself and you're saving your children from potential issues. So any way you clean up your diet, any way you clean up your environment, any way you clean up things that you're putting on your skin, we are doing ourselves a favor. If we don't take the time out to do that, we really can't do ourselves a disservice and plan rushing through that with our health. Sugar, we've heard many times now that sugar is a huge problem. Took fat out and replace sugar, but still it tastes decent. And filling our bodies with genetically modified fatty foods and things that can't even really be considered a food item. I was eating some Chex Mix the other day. I looked that up. Like, what is this? Literally, what is it? What is it? All these things are in different shapes. Like, well, you just eat them, and like, how do they get that shape? Like, what did it start off at? What was added into it? We can't make any of that at home. I can't make something that that's a flat triangle that has a grid, that has a crunch and that type of thing. I can't make that. So what exactly is it? And this is bringing foods that we consume on a regular
I think you
basis.
should take a picture. You need touch this. I can't.
That's how it's
Must have been a weak moment, Leonard.
Yeah, that's a good answer. So I've been, like I said, I've been in the industry for a long time. So, some unusual for people have diets and just like starting the diet and then ending the diet. And they're like, oh, I'm going to keep it straight. And I'm just like, just stop all that and just eat healthy. Right? You can eat healthy without it being nasty. And you can still enjoy life, without making healthy foods and healthy options the exception. Right? I had this T-shirt that I lost 85 pounds. So I used to be, a few years ago, it was in 2010, it was about 280. And so I used a company called Lose It to help track food. So I found an app and said, send me this T-shirt and diet food, and it's a donut. Right? And I was trying to figure out what it is. I was like, oh, they're saying, well, you shouldn't. Their whole thing is like, don't diet. All right, so if a donut's a diet food, you won't eat it. It's kind of a weird way to promote losing weight, but it's not diet. And really, it's about being healthy. So with the products and with your lifestyle in general, we want to focus on just kind of making healthy choices on an ongoing basis that we can really live like an optimal life, and we can help our families live well, help our kids live well, teach them things to be good. So all of these, I'm sure we all experience them at some point: low energy, brain fog, sugar cravings, constipation, bloated or gassy after meal, bloated or gassy for no reason, regardless of what we ate, indigestion, aches, pains, and stiffness, having knee aches and joint aches for no reason, fingers aching. When I was much heavier, I wasn't watching what I was eating nearly as often. I would just be standing here talking to you guys now, and my knees would start throbbing, to the point I would have to take something for absolutely no reason. I hadn't been walking around, I hadn't been doing anything, I hadn't been standing up for a long time, things would start hurting. And it's all based on what we eat. So a lot of our products are really kind of based on detoxification. If you get the kit, a lot of the products, that's what they're focused on is detoxifying and staying detox. So it's getting as much of the dirtiness out of our diets, and using these products, everything from the skin products to the detox tea. Like when people hear detox or cleansing tea, we often think about things to the bathroom. Well, the products in the Argon one are really designed to help liver and kidney function, which are the cleansing, which is what helps cleanse our bodies. Right? So it's giving you things that are going to help support that function. So what I wanted to focus on today, we're going to be doing these on a regular basis. So I want to kind of focus in on a different aspect of nutrition and health. And so what I thought I'd focus in on today is correcting nutritional deficiencies. So when we're eliminating toxins, and toxins, everything in our diets, everything from sucralose to ASK, which is artificial sweetener, the things that we eat on a regular basis. Toxins are any coloring that's in food, the red, blue, green dyes that are in foods. Those are all things that we should not be consuming. They say they don't, they say they're safe, but if we have a choice, which we do, which many of us do, we should stay away from them. Reducing inflammation is a huge one. Again, that goes to everything from joints aching to your sinuses and having sinus issues. And what we eat directly contributes to inflammation. So, for example, one of the things that most of us are deficient in is omega-3s. Omega-3s our fatty acid that our body uses to do a whole bunch of many metabolic processes. Most of the foods that we eat are high in omega-6s. Omega-6s trigger inflammation. And it's things that we eat that we're not even really aware of that will have omega-6s as a fatty acid. Our diets are heavily bent towards omega-6s, which causes additional inflammation. Where you can get more omega-3s, which will come from fish products, or I take a few months in my bag. Makes a vegan-based omega-3 supplement. And so if you can get more of those things into your diet on a regular basis, it will reduce inflammation. And just that reduction in inflammation will help you feel better on a regular basis. Curbing cravings, which is a huge one, boosting energy. And helping the body transition from acidic to alkaline. Our bodies are always searching for, our bodies will naturally kind of send themselves to a neutral pH, and that's what our bodies are designed to do. But what we eat can kind of help push things our body has to fight to get to one side or the other a little bit more. So we want to eat things that are a little bit more on the active side, so our body will have to fight quite as well because of how that are acidic and reducing oxidative stress, and that's directly related to cortisol hormone, cortisol, and from when we're working out, just stresses in your life. Yes, that's just reducing the amount of stresses in your life, either through mental, emotional, or physical stress. But the one with the key on today is correcting nutritional deficiencies. What's the number one thing that most of us, if not all of us, are deficient in? That's a big one. That's mostly women, but for like most people, like regardless of gender. Number one, vitamin D. So vitamin D. So this whole thing about staying out of the sun and like always wearing sunscreen and getting away from the sun. It's good as far as getting people aware of their sun exposure, but having absolutely no sun is not good for anybody. Right? So that's the best way to get some vitamin D is spend a few minutes in the sun. So we don't have any other issues with it. You spend a few minutes in the sun getting some exposure. Aside from that, really supplementation is the best way and the only way to really get it. Unless your diet is heavy in certain fruits, vegetables, and dairy products, not everybody can tolerate it, and you really have to eat a lot of it. So, the amount of broccoli that you're going to eat versus being able to supplement it is a huge difference. So, doctors recommend getting your vitamin D levels tested twice a year. If you've never got your vitamin D levels, you should get them tested because it affects your mood. So if you're just down for some reason, you can't really put your finger on it, and it's not depression, you just kind of blah. And it affects your immune system. So I would encourage you to get your vitamin D levels, and then you can kind of go from there to figure out what the best course of action is. So getting vitamin D exposure to sun of a large portion of your skin for a short amount of time, and avoiding processed foods. So there's a herbicide, glyphosate, which is commonly used in crops, and it has been shown to interfere with enzymes responsible for activating vitamin D in our liver and kidneys. This is something that they spray on crops on a regular basis that's been proven to be safe and effective, but it affects our body's ability to deal with vitamin D. Omega-3 fats, we talked about that a while ago. The concentration of omega-3 are associated with increased risk of death from all causes, and it's been revealed as the sixth biggest killer of Americans. And we eat way too many omega-6, and that's mostly processed vegetable oils. And so all the oils that they're saying that you should be cooking with, canola oils, anything that's Crisco, and all those processed oils that we've been cooking with on a regular basis are heavy in omega-6s. The best source of omega-3s is sardines, but who's gonna eat a sardine? Are you serious? More power to you, right? You see it? Oh, the little bottle? That one omega-3.
I don't see it. There's another.
The vat? Really? Okay. So anyway, so it's vegan based omega-3s. I could have sworn I got it.
You have great omega-3. I also have it on my counter.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's vegan based omega-3s. A lot of people have problems with fishy, with the fish base, and just gonna have some regard, and also with the manufacturing of it, you have to be careful about where you actually get it from, and also associated with that's cost, because the higher quality omega-3 supplements do cost a little bit more. Vitamin K2 is a big one. Magnesium. Magnesium is the fourth most abundant mineral in your body, but it's estimated 80% of us are deficient in it. And magnesium is something that will play a role. It plays a role in the body's detoxification process. It minimizes damage from environmental chemicals, heavy metals, and other toxins. It plays a role if you suffer from migraine headaches and preventing migraine headaches, preventing cardiovascular disease, and low magnesium levels are constantly found in those with elevated insulin. So there seems to be some correlation between insulin levels being elevated and magnesium. And so again, magnesium is something that I take along with using I take a separate magnesium supplement on a regular basis, and it's called Calm, and it's literally what it does. It helps calm you down. Vitamin B12, vitamin E, vitamin A, iodine is another big one. Iodine is a great supplement to help with thyroid function. So for people who suffer, who suffer from low or slow thyroid function, getting enough iodine, the best source of iodine, aside from supplements, is seaweed. And so you get those little seaweed sheets, and you don't have to eat the seaweed with sushi. You can just eat the seaweed sheets. But if you have problems with salivary glands and ability to produce saliva, having dry mouth, dry skin, some people will work out and they don't sweat very much. That can be a sign of reduced iodine, reduced alertness, and having muscle scar tissue pain, fibrosis, and fibromyalgia. All those are associated with poor thyroid function, and can be helped with iodine supplementation, and or just regularly getting into your diet. Also, we have did you guys get your pills, your iodine pills a couple years ago?
And we were little red ones there give us?
No, we got the New Care plan. So every few years they give them out they give them out to the community. So I think maybe 4 years ago they came around, because I live in the reserve, and you had to sign up for them. So if they ever had an accident, you could have help them. But iodine helps cleanse your body and captures those heavy metals. Calcium, and we all talked about iron, and calcium is a huge one. And the problem with calcium supplementation, a lot of people don't take it right, because you have to put vitamin D to maximize absorption. And if you say just by itself, it can cause some other issues. Not cause issues, you just don't get maximum absorption. But the products that, like the greens and the protein, they all have every one of those vitamins in them. With the exception of there's two forms of iron. The greens have the vegetable-based iron in them, but the protein has the other supplement, has the other things that are common deficiencies, like vitamin D, vitamin B12, that just help us feel better. So when we're eating, so when we're making choices about eating and what we're putting into our body, it is literally the fuel that we use for our daily living. So if you want to feel better, then you put the better things in your body so to be able to, so that your body can use to build. The only thing that your body needs to build are proteins and fats. Your body uses carbohydrates for energy, and that's the main purpose of carbohydrates. It's purely for energy. It's what your body needs sugar for. But it needs proteins and it needs fats from a macronutrient standpoint to do every other function. Everything from your hair to your metabolic processes and everything in between. All right, building muscle, keeping your skin supple. All of that is based on your proteins and your fats and that type of thing. So making choices, choosing fruits and vegetables and brown rice and nuts and seeds and all that. These are all things that we hear on a regular basis. And what I really want to encourage people, and I try to encourage people every day, is to not make this a choice of I can't have a good time if I'm not destroying my body in the process. Right? There's an area in there where you can have fun, enjoy family, enjoy good meals, and also be able to take care of your body in the process. And the Arbonne products are a great way to supplement your lifestyle, to supplement your healthy lifestyle on a regular basis. Any questions or anything? It's about 5 to 8. I don't want to keep you there for too long. I could talk about so many subjects for a long time. So, any specific questions or any challenge that you're having? Or anything along those lines?
So you're not replacing any meal or food. You're just supplementing with these products.
Yeah.
If that's your goal, so some people, their goal is weight loss. So for me, when I was trying to lose 45 pounds, I ate with my son. My mom was lost her 30 pounds, came off her diabetes medication. She would have a shake for breakfast to replace her breakfast. I have clients, and some of them will have a shake for lunch, but for the most part, for you and growing your, and Leonard can talk more about this, but as far as nutrition and just, supplementing and, building muscle, so it can be used, it depends on your goals.
Yeah, I have a shake every day. So, with first meal of the day for the most part, it's usually, use the powder and throw a bunch of turmeric and ginger and a lot of other stuff in it. And but yeah, it's more about supplementing what you're eating, as opposed to doing a diet plan. Now the healthy living kit, it kind of gives you everything you need that personally I use on an ongoing basis. So it has a protein, and it's about $220 or so. Been 240 somewhere in there, and I really look at that from a grocery budget standpoint. So I just include it part of my grocery because it's going to be part of my meal plan. So on a daily basis, I'll have a protein shake, the fiber boost. I'll use the fiber boost in during my cooking. So as opposed to kind of thinking of it as, well, I can't afford it because I'm doing this extra thing. You really need to incorporate it into your overall nutrition plan, and just have it on a regular basis. The green balance, those are, if the ingredients are impressive, sometimes the fruits and vegetables and anything that are ground up into, a nice thing that you scoop and you can put in stuff, to give to your kids. And so if you don't want to necessarily, so as opposed to, spending, $30, $40, $50 on a bunch of different vitamins, you can get 2 or 3 key supplements that will cover that range of vitamins. I mean, the only vitamin extra that I take, and that's just when I'm feeling bad, is vitamin C. So I'll supplement some extra vitamin C. And the omega-3s. I'm not a big fish eater. If you're a big fish eater, I'll say you don't need them. But if you're not, but if you're not, conscientiously always getting those omega-3s in, then you can supplement it. The greens have flaxseed in it, which is a great source of omega-3s. So you can always just go and just kind of go
Do you want to talk a little bit about the products that come in the set?
Yeah, so again, it includes, you get two bags of the protein, which I don't know when I bought that protein, but I still have mine. And it's not any good. So it'll last, I'll probably say it'll last anywhere from, a bag will last about 30 days if you literally use it every day. I don't use it every day, but it's about 2 months.
What's the protein? Is it beef protein,
Beef
That's
protein,
a
brown
mix.
rice, and cranberry protein. So
Yeah.
it has complete amino acids, which is really unique for vegan protein.
Yep.
But that's why it has the blend that it has. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
For both vanilla and chocolate, that's the protein source. And the protein itself has the 20 grams of vegan protein, plus 20 vitamins and minerals that you're getting as well. So, and I like it because it is a plant-based protein and it does have those three sources. It also is really filling compared to some other ones. So I will come here, I'll take like this 5-10 class and be like, ravenous after. I'll have my shake, and I'm literally good until like 10 o'clock when I have maybe some almonds or turkey or like something. So it is very filling.
And and with protein, really, if you're creative about what you put in it, you don't need any other flavors other than vanilla and chocolate. So with vanilla, you can make everything from fruit-based, you can have a strawberry smoothie or blueberry smoothie or whatever. You can make a snickerdoodle smoothie. Chocolate ones, if you throw some extra dark chocolate in there, you can sprinkle a little caramel on top. It's just that you can get creative with it. You put
Yeah. My kids call it the chocolate milkshake. They love it.
so
I
if
make
you
them
take
do
a,
stuff.
so you take a little bit of peppermint and put some chocolate in there and a little bit of
Worst idea ever. I cannot stand the combination of grape and chocolate.
We're on the view.
And I was like, those are the two best.
Yeah.
No, I like them together.
Yeah. Or if you have strawberry and chocolate or any of that stuff, you can mix it in and you can get a little creative with the flavors. If you like, if you like a nutty flavor, get some flax, throw it in there, or some almonds or whatever the case is, and you would start out of it. Comes with a 7-day body cleanse. This is a very, very gentle cleanse, so you're not going to be caught off guard. This cleanse is more the traditional cleanse, but it's extremely gentle, and it's really more about helping regulate your system and get it moving in the right direction. No pun intended. So, daily fiber boost from a fiber standpoint, on the FDA recommends that women get at least 25 grams of fiber a day, and then 30 grams of fiber a day, and then 25. Most people don't get that much. Because most of us don't eat any vegetables and things, and so with the fiber boost, that's what the fiber is. So dissolvable fiber, so you can put anything from tomato sauces to just mix in a glass of water just to get that extra fiber in. Extra fiber will help regulate your cravings. It helps with your cholesterol. So there's a whole laundry list of things that, aside from keeping things moving and moving again in the right way, so that's included. And what else?
The detox tea.
Yeah, the detox tea. This is a set of herbs that I was telling you about: milk thistle, dandelion root, fennel, elderberry, uberse, licorice. Because these are herbs and they have different effects if you're pregnant, I would definitely just kind of give a shout out to the doctors to make sure there's anything here that's going to make sure that you can drink it. But again, this is about supporting liver and kidney function more than it is anything else. So with detox tea, I'm going to say the detox is saying supporting your body's functions, detoxification functions. The physics, if you're low energy, you need a little boost. It's green tea based, as opposed to something that's artificial. And again, that has a little bit of fizz. If you like to have the carbonation, like you want to like Diet Coke or whatever. I work for Coca-Cola or Division Coke, and so these can, if drinking these on a kind of daily basis, if you need them, they're sweetened with stevia. And so they don't have the sucrose and all that other stuff in it, and it just kind of helps if you want something sweet to have a little bit of flavor in your water. That's what these are good for. And it's great just to kind of mid-afternoon, would pick me up. It'll help pick you up without keeping up all night. And I'm not an anti-coffee person, but if you take coffee too far, it can become an issue. So that's a good place.
Digestion.
Yeah.
It's the only other thing.
It's a probiotic, prebiotic, digestive enzyme. It's all about digestion. Digestion starts in the mouth and then into small intestine. So the body's product with the things that are in here, it's pre-digestion, which helps break food down as they are kind of sitting there, and probiotics is the bacteria, and digestive enzymes. Again, if you have any challenges with digesting food, and how many enzymes are created within your gut, it's going to help support that function. Yeah, so on an ongoing, regular basis, deficit protein and fiber rich in the greens, and then maybe those three will give you a good foundational basis. Like if you just want to include it in your diet, it's definitely good. And then you can even give to your kids. Make them nice and easy.
So it's a 30-day kit? Is that what it is?
It's called a 30-day
It's
kit,
kind of a platform,
but
yeah.
you're getting more than, even just, like Leonard was saying, the one bag alone will last you more than 30 days, and you're getting two of them. So really, you're getting like,
True that.
oh yeah,
Okay.
so you're getting basically more than a 60-day supply of protein. You're getting 60-day supply of fish. You get 2 boxes of fish sticks. You get 2 boxes of the detox tea. You get the 7-day body cleanse. And that you can use once every 30 days. I know for myself, I'm like, my cleanse coming, like I love it. And it is, like Leonard said, a very gentle elimination, so it's not like starvation, it's not good, like you can work with it, and it's not that kind of fun. You get
So
a full
it's
blend, that's different. It's a whole other animal. And then comes with the fiber, and then the digestion plus. So really, it's more than a 60-day supply of some of the products.
Okay, so you do like, I don't know, so you do all in one routine, this is like on a daily
Yeah.
basis?
So that's
You have a protein shake in the morning and you do.
Yeah, so there's a guide that actually
Oh, okay.
explains everything. But yeah, so your day would start out, you can have your shake I have some clients who like it for breakfast, some who like it for lunch. If your goal is weight loss.
Yeah.
Or I have some people, like my mom, when she first started out, she can for breakfast and lunch. But yeah, there's all different ideas on what it could look like for you.
And it breaks it down like when to use a 7-day cleanse and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that, and then also, if anyone's goal is weight loss, one of the things that we also have is an evolution series, which I actually didn't bring mine with me. It's in my cabinet in my kitchen. But there's something called full control, which helps make you feel full. It's got glucogen in, which expands, so you have it's like a gel, and you have it 30 minutes before your meal. And then it also has something called Thermo Booster. I personally love the Thermo Booster. The Thermo Booster helps boost your metabolism, and I don't know about you guys, but it's like, get older, it kind of slows down. So it helps boost your metabolism. It has green coffee bean extract in it, it's called Stevil, and then also it has green tea extract. So, and I also like it because I could or could not help on diagnosing aging, but it helps me focus. It's just a little side effect, I think, that works for me. But no, the Thermo Booster is a great product, and that's something that you can add to your purchase, and you would get 20 to 35% off of that as well. But the set itself, like I said, is 40% off for preferred clients. It is 50% off for consultant. So if some people are very much of the mindset, like, I want to get the biggest discount, I may or may not be interested in the opportunity, but I don't want to send it to the consultant because I want to have wholesale costs. So that's an option. That's $79. It's a one-time fee for the entire year. You get a minimum of 35% off, but with the specials are 50% off. You get a $300 gift of your choice, free product for $100 as a consultant signing up in November. For the preferred client option, it's a $20 fee, one-time fee for the entire year. I like to call it like a wholesale membership because really you're paying $20, but you're getting 20% off to 40% off of your product purchases throughout the year, and you're getting a free $50 gift. So right now, basically, you're getting well over $80 in savings. And if you get that set, you're saving, it's $426, I think, worth of products that you're getting for like $250 for the whole set. So that's a great option as well, and you get free shipping. So I always tell people, like, if you're thinking possibly about the business or you want to see this discount, sign up as a consultant. But if you're really just looking to shop at a discount to start out, then sign up as a preferred client. You know, there's no sense in spending the extra money, put that money toward the product purchases. So those are the kind of options. We also have the option to be a client, but friends don't let friends pay full price. If you're a client, you buy it full price. And I think out of the 700 people we have in our region, I think I have like 5 clients. So yes, we can definitely, you know, I'm gonna stop the video for all of you tuning in, and we can definitely, you know, let you guys scraps and stuff, take some stuff with you to try, and then we will wrap up. Answer any questions.
As a resource standpoint, I mean, I love just helping people in general. So, you know, if you need help with me, like, don't hesitate to reach out, seriously. You know,
Yeah.
Email, text, or whatever.
Yeah, I can say I can attest to that. He's great for that. And we also have a private Facebook group where we post clean eating recipes. There's 25 plus protein shake recipes. So a lot of people like to get the vanilla and the chocolate so that you can do so many different recipes with it because it's so versatile. But you could choose to get just chocolate or just vanilla. And there's a Facebook group. And then also, Leonard has something that's associated with PushPointe as well. And whether or not you're a member of PushPointe doesn't matter, you know. But there's also a great group that he's running.
Yeah, 2 weeks. We start a 30-day challenge. So anybody that wants to get a kit, we start every 2 weeks.